Hi everyone, it's Eva Pieczak here from Abundant Results Coaching, and today I'd love to share with you about making a quantum leap in your results this year. Maybe you've heard about quantum leaps, maybe not. I will go deep into this topic throughout this session, throughout this short video, and I will share with you some contents of one of my favorite books, U Square by Bryce Pritchett. Look how teeny tiny it is and how marked it is, which shows you how often I read it. I've had a little experience lately with this book. When you're programming your mind for extraordinary results that are far beyond where you are, you have certain impulses. That's how our intuition and how our mind works. It gives us signals through intuition. And one of those impulses for me was to get up in the middle of the night and read and reread this book and another book by Bryce Pritchett, The Quantum Leap Strategy. And I tell you, when I did this, of course, it was inspired action idea. When I did this, everything just started clicking in my mind, and I just had so many ideas towards my big goal that it was just incredible. So it inspired me as well to share with you the concept of quantum leap and the concept of multiplying your results rather than increasing. So let's relate this to income. I mean, this can be related to growing your business, growing your career results, growing your finances. I remember when I heard the concept of turning your annual income into a monthly income from Bob Proctor, I did not believe it, because I came from finance, and most finance people are very rational. And I'd never set a huge goal that was just so out there for me, and I wouldn't know how to get there. I just never set that kind of goals. And when Bob said that you can actually turn your annual income into a monthly income, I got interested. And so one of the books that he suggested, of course, now I'm teaching others how to apply this concept rather than just read a book. But one of the books that he suggested to study Quantum Leap is this one, U Squared by Bryce Pritchett. So let me share with you what Quantum Leap is. So he says U square, or quantum leap, implies explosive jump in your personal performance that puts you far beyond the next logical step. It is a formula for stunning advances in achievement and the realization of your dreams. The concept is one of exponential gains rather than incremental progress. You might compare it to multiplying instead of adding. It means geometric progression in your effectiveness. So I want you to think about it. Let's say you would love to double, triple, or quadruple your income this year rather than just increase it by 5-10%. 5-10% would be rational goal, whereas doubling, tripling, quadrupling would be quantum leap. And very few people do this. I mean, it's happened to me several times, and now I teach it. It's actually quite extraordinary. Then another option would be, imagine that you're looking for a job of your dreams, and your mind tells you that, and you, of course, you would love to get into a leadership position, and your mind tells you that you need to start at a junior position and it's not going to happen for you. Imagine that you could skip several career ladders or several levels and go to the senior position and get paid very well right away. Those will be what we call quantum leaps. And let's read further. So basically, quantum leap, it's a jump in your results. It's not progression, it's a jump. And actually, every single one of you can create that jump this year or any year you desire. So let's read a couple of other parts about this, because I think it's very, very important. Quantum leaps tend to violate common sense. So, it's actually common sense to go for 5-10% increase in your income, in your sales, in your salary, but it's not a common sense to double, triple, quadruple, or even turn your annual income into a monthly income. After the fact, quantum leaps may be viewed as practical, sensible, even obvious moves, but they typically do not come to you as the obvious moves at the moment. Usually it's in retrospect that you perceive it's when you perceive their hidden elegance and logic. Invariably, quantum leaps are not complex or intricate maneuvers. They tend to be simple, energy efficient, and time saving. So let's think about it. I don't know about you, but in the past, I always thought if I want to earn more with my business or with my salary, I need to work harder. I need to take more actions. And both Napoleon Hill in his book Think and Grow Rich completely abolishes this concept of working harder, and the same thing happens in New Square. In fact, they say that working harder can be part of your problem because you don't see the strategies, you don't see the methods that would give you multiplication in your income. You're just working like a dog and you're basically banging your head against the window, trying harder, doing something that is giving you more of the same. So normally when it comes to making a quantum leap, it's a different strategy. But see, in order for you to come across that different strategy, you need to shift your mindset. That's the only way to stimulate your mind to get a different strategy. And what's really interesting is it doesn't involve working harder. It actually is quite a simple, sometimes even looking backwards, it's an obvious move, but you don't see it in the moment because your mind is focused on the way it is rather than the way you want it to be, and your mind is not on the frequency of your goal fulfilled, so you don't have access to these type of strategies. Now, and actually, so the solution that causes your time quantum leap tends to be simple, energy efficient, and time saving. Now, how cool is that? Think about turning your annual income into a monthly, or doubling, tripling, quadrupling, and not working harder. Now, the last thing that he says here, but the breakthrough demands a radical departure from some of your habits, and that's where the problem is. So when it comes to creating a quantum leap in your business, in your sales, in your income, in your salary, in your career ladder, it actually requires far like actually departing from your typical ways of thinking and typical ways of behaving. So imagine what happens when you're changing your basic habits. Let's say you would get up at 7 a.m. and press a snooze button, and suddenly you have to get up at 5 a.m. and wake up and get up. It is invoking chaos in your mind. Now, this one is a habit, even though it seems simplistic, it causes a lot of problems for a lot of people. But we all have habits in the way you earn your money, in the way you think about money, in the way you spend your money. And if you want to increase your income, you really need to depart from your current habits, and you need to embrace new habits in terms of your thinking and behaving that guarantee multiplication of that income. So it's not about working harder, it's about doing different things. Now, the problem is that even if you've discovered what to do, you may not be doing it, or you may not be doing it successfully. Why? Because 96% of your results is coming from your thinking habits. It's coming from your mindset. So let's say you are working in a corporate world and you decided, I'm just going to learn investments. And maybe you've been investing, and then it went up and then crashed. Or maybe you came across some sort of business opportunity like direct sales or e-commerce business, and it was going up and up and up. Or maybe you're not even seeing results, or the sales are fluctuating. Maybe you're procrastinating to go out there and meet prospects, follow up, sell. Maybe your sales are not happening. The reason is because you haven't changed from an employee mindset and employee habits to entrepreneurial, successful 6-7 figure entrepreneurial thinking and habits. And that is what causes quantum leap. To change that is this uncomfortable. And that's why very few people cause quantum leaps. Now, what I've discovered from my mentor, Bob Proctor, is that you can be led and guided and supported towards quantum leaps. And I would love you to experience what that involves. So what I would love to do is invite you to a special 3-evening training with my mentor, Bob Proctor, who is considered to be the top prosperity teacher across the globe, primarily because he teaches the concept of multiple streams of income. He teaches abundant mindset, and the mindset is 96% of your results. And he also teaches fulfillment. It's not just about money, it's about also time freedom sometimes. It's about more time for your family. It's about fulfilling your deepest desires. Everything is following the same formula. So this weekend, Bob is going to teach in depth about paradigms. And if you've been watching me for a while, you know by now that paradigms are the most important concept in success psychology that is guaranteeing your results or guaranteeing your current results. And if you learn to change your typical thinking and behavioral habits into the new model that will guarantee the level of income you want, it's guaranteed that you're going to get the results you want in the bank. So Bob is going to spend 3 evenings this Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and then you have 1 month of replay teaching on what it takes to make a quantum leap, teaching the success formula, and teaching how to identify and change paradigms. This is worth millions, guys. If you take this information and implement, it's guaranteed you're going to get multiplication in your income or multiplication in your results. So if you're really eager to learn it, I would love you to click under this video and buy your ticket. It's only 147 US dollars. And the value of what you get is millions. I mean, I do this training every quarter, and every time, like seriously, every time I do this training, I create quantum leap in my results, in business, in personal. So if you want quantum leap, invest in yourself. It's very inexpensive. And also for a lot of you hard workers who think that more action is going to get you results, stop. Take that weekend out, 5 p.m. onwards, and spend it with me studying with Bob. Because I tell you this, even if within that weekend you get one strategic idea that will multiply your income, that is going to save you 10 years of working hard, and it's going to multiply your income. So that's what we're talking about. We're talking about working smart, not working hard, elevating your thinking, elevating how you generate ideas, and creating set of habits that guarantee your success. So if you want to learn how to do this, join me and many others. We already have over 50 participants from all over the world who will be studying with me, and let's learn how to make a quantum leap for you in 2020. So click on the link below, book your ticket, and let's have a phenomenal weekend ahead. Thank you so much for watching, and looking forward to helping you implement what Bob is going to be teaching and helping you make a quantum leap in 2020. Take care.